to breakfast with me. A series I thought I would actually start on my channel because breakfast is literally my favourite thing on this planet. I'm one of those people, open my eyes, bam, breakfast. Like, honestly, to the people that can wait hours without it, or even just don't have breakfast, how? Like, genuinely how? Because I will never ever not be able to have breakfast. I love it so much. Although actually I'm venturing out today. I've got scrambled eggs on toast. Normally I eat the same thing every single day for breakfast. I have my usual protein porridge oats with some strawberries on top, and it's absolutely delicious. I actually didn't want scrambled egg on toast today. I really just wanted a McDonald's breakfast, which I don't think I've ever craved in my entire life. But yeah, I woke up this morning and I was like, I really want McDonald's pancakes. But I didn't get McDonald's pancakes because I was too, well actually it wasn't even that, I was too late. I could not be bothered to wait to drive to McDonald's and come back because like I said, I open my eyes, I'm hungry, I eat. Even when I'm not hungry, I eat. Just love eating really. So anyways, I've got scrambled eggs on toast, and I mean, I make the best eggs ever. No one honestly makes better eggs than me. I don't know what it is, but pure perfection. So anyways, I thought we'd have a little chin wag. I asked on my Instagram for like questions and stuff, and I thought we could eat our breakfast together. Don't know why I've actually started this without ketchup, because I don't know how anyone can have scrambled eggs on toast without ketchup. But yeah, I asked loads of like advice sort of questions and stuff, so let's dive in. I have a knife and fork here, but am I gonna use it? No, because would I realistically eat like that? No. Okay, right. Let's choose a question. Opinion on the coil that you've had. Does it hurt? Any side effects, spots, hormones, etc.? So anyone that follows me will know I'm on the coil. I've spoken about this before. And to be honest, it's not really like what I expected at all. So my mum also has the coil and she doesn't have periods at all. And they did say that you could still have periods, but I thought, oh my God, like my mum doesn't, I'll be so fine. Like this is gonna be the best thing ever. Well, I have periods more than ever. So that for me is probably the biggest con out of it. I also actually hated getting it done personally. I think it's also because I've never really had like someone go down there. I've never had like a smear test or anything. So already that was just like a little bit weird for me, outside my comfort zone. But also I personally found it so painful. Again, my mum didn't find it painful, I did. I felt so sick for at least like 24 hours, like just felt like quite faint. I mean, now I've had no problems with it apart from the fact that I'm always on my period, which is not good because I'm already the most emotional person ever. So that, it just doesn't really go, it's not good. And I was really looking forward to not having them. But I mean, I've actually always been on contraception. Well, I haven't always, but I have been since I was like 14, I want to say. I was on the pill, but for someone like me, I'm so like clumsy and forgetful, and I just always forgot to take it. So personally, I do actually prefer having the coil than having to take something every day because I forgot it anyways. So that for me just didn't really work. But I started taking that because I had irregular periods. And I mean, now they're even more irregular. Have I had any problems with it? No. But in my personal opinion, I'm not sure if I would get it done again. I think if we wasn't in lockdown, I probably would have tried something else by now, but it's fine. I don't feel any pain anymore. So that's just my opinion. Like I said, nothing else has happened. Like I'm totally fine. So how to feel confident in the bedroom? Fake it till you make it, baby. Always said this, confidence is so attractive, and I say this, but I'm really not that confident. Like so many people say to me, how are you so confident? And I'm really not. Actually, I got this advice from my mum. She's always told me, fake it till you make it. And I think it's one of the best advice you can ever be given. I just think you've got to let your inhibitions go. They're there because they like you, and you've got to not forget that. That's what I would personally do anyways. There's never been a time where I feel really confident. I just think, you know what, go for it because you've got nothing to lose. Fake it till you make it, baby. Okay, shaving down there. I hate shaving down there. And this might be a bit of TMI, but for me, I envy girls that have this like smooth bikini line. Like how? And I know on Instagram everything's filtered and everything else, and we all get good angles and stuff like that, but sometimes I'm on holiday and I look at these girls and I think, how? Because I've never been in my bikini and felt confident like with my bikini line. Like I'm always scared that, I don't know, there might be a rash or you might see something. Like even if I'm fully shaved, I'm just terrified. So I actually really wanted to get laser hair removal. I really want to get it. However, it's actually meant to be so painful painful. And I actually did have a consultation for it, but I actually had fake tan on, so I got told that I couldn't have it. So if you go to get laser hair removal, you're not allowed to have tan. But I can't remember if it was like the week before or the week after. I was having like a photo shoot, and obviously I can't go on holiday, get a real tan, and so I just feel more confident when I have a tan. So I was like, right, so I can't have it anytime soon then. I just spilled my orange, that's not good. Should not do that in talk, getting way too excited over here. So yeah, that didn't go ahead, but am I kind of relieved? Yeah, maybe, because it's meant to be so painful, especially down there. Although I really want to get it. So if I do, I will let you know. But I don't know if I'm actually brave enough. But do I really want it? Yes. If you've had it, please let me know how you found it. I know it's different for everyone again, but I don't think I've got a good pain threshold. I mean, most, like, even with piercings and like tattoos and stuff, I don't know, like my last tattoo, I just was walking outside the tattoo shop and I was like, I want a tattoo. Didn't really care about the pain because I just thought in the long run I'd be so grateful. But this just scares me on a whole different level. Bloody hell, that was a dry piece of toast. Pads or tampons? I'm always going to say tampons because for me they're just so comfy. They're really light, I can't feel them. I actually did have to, like, I know it sounds stupid, but when I was younger, I was really scared to use a tampon, and I think a lot of girls can maybe agree with me. You almost have to, like, teach yourself. They are quite scary, and if you don't do it right, they can be really uncomfy. But then when I started actually wearing them all the time, I was like, oh my goodness, this is the best thing ever. But I do know you have to be really careful with tampons. So, I mean, if you use pads and stuff, good for you. But for me, when I wear a pad, I feel like I'm wearing a nappy. I just can't do it. So, yeah, I think I'd always say tampons. If a boy only drops hints he likes you for months, but doesn't make any moves, is he worth it? Not gonna lie, to me this sounds like a player. If you want me to be honest, that's how I would read it. I mean, it might be that they're shy. You've got to give them the benefit of the doubt. But I'm like, really? They've been speaking to you for months and you haven't made a move. Like, is that worth your time? Personally, no. But again, he might be shy. But to me, it's a player. So, I don't know. Or could just be someone that wants to be friends, which unless you need friends, I don't know, move on. Oh, I don't know. That's such a horror. I'm quite upfront. I think I would just ask them. I don't think I could be led on for months and not know. Like, it would annoy me too much. How to deal with cheating? I would never understand people that cheat. It's never been in me, so I don't think I'm ever going to be able to understand it. And I don't think there's anything worse. I think when you put so much trust into someone to cheat on them, it's just horrible, because I think that's, you know, something you'll carry with you in all your other relationships as well, because you'll never, I don't know, I think you'll always have in the back of your mind, like, someone lied to my face, so why would someone else not do it? And always have, like, doubt in your mind. So I just think it's such a horrible thing to do. If we wasn't in lockdown, my advice would be, you know, spend time with your friends and your family and go to the cinema and, you know, just take your mind off it. But right now, I actually think, I mean, obviously, any time to get cheated on is horrific. But right now, more than ever, because what can you do to take your mind off it? Like, there really isn't that much. For me personally, I would let myself cry for a few days, and then I'd be like, right, after a few days, okay, come on, boss bitch, suck it up. I've like cried everything out at this point, and I don't know, just do things that make you happy. Try and distract yourself. Try not to obsess over anyone, but I know that's so much easier said than done. Don't get me wrong, I think everyone deserves a second chance, but I think when it's something like that that cuts so deep, I just don't think I would personally be able to take it. Oh my goodness, I could drink orange juice like no tomorrow. I could drink this whole thing like easily. I love orange juice. I've been with a guy for a year and he hasn't told me I love you yet. I'm sorry. I think that's weird, but I was having this conversation with my friend the other day and he thought it was weird to say I love you before you got in a relationship. But for me personally, I've actually never been in a relationship where they haven't told me they love me before we actually got together. Obviously, like, you go through the scene and the talking stage and everything else, and maybe that's because, I don't know, do I do that for a long time? I don't know, but I wouldn't get into a relationship if I knew someone didn't love me, because I don't know, like, I'm devoting so much time to them. So if they don't love me, I just think, what's the point? But I know so many people see it another way. Like, you know, some of my friends have been in a relationship for like 6 months and then they've only just told each other that they love them. That to them's more normal, because it would, I don't know, I guess some people would see it as it would scare you off if they said I love you before you actually got together. But for me, I think differently. If I was with someone for a year and they hadn't said it, I would 100% ask them. Just because, I don't know, like, I would hate just not to know. And I do think a year is a long time. Like, to be with someone for a year, like, in a relationship, and not to have said I love you, I think is strange. So, I mean, personally, I would just straight up ask. Just ask why, because I could not know. So let me know in the comments which side you're kind of on. I mean, I think a year is way too long. But even aside from that, would you say I love you before you got into a relationship or after? My mum thinks it's weird. She says you get into a relationship and then you fall in love with each other. I get that. But nowadays, the whole like seeing stage is months. So like I'm excluding that. Obviously, like you have to fall in love with someone, but I think you fall in love with them and then they become your boyfriend or girlfriend, if that makes any sense. I don't know, maybe I'll just go through the scene stage for months, way too long, I don't know, but just like that. Breakfast is done, but 100% treat myself to another glass of orange juice. Goes down way too good. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed breakfast with me, and let me know if you did actually eat your breakfast with me. And also, because I literally do eat the same thing every day, and this was a massive change, I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. Let me know if you've got like any breakfast recipes that you think I should try that's really good. I'm not gonna lie, tomorrow I will be back on my oats because they just have like a special place in my heart. I feel like I want to do a series of these and maybe like get other people in my family to join in and stuff. It's pancake day coming up soon, which means I'm definitely gonna go and get pancakes for breakfast, and I cannot wait. But yeah, any recipes, let me know please. Anything that you recommend. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you all soon. Bye. Are you ready?
Ready.
Hi everyone, I'm Saffron.
And I'm Wendy.
And welcome to our brand new podcast of
Mum made me. Just gonna say it with you.
Right, okay. 1, 2, 3.
Mum made me do it.